Hi everyone, welcome back to YouTube classes. It's Divya here with some of your practical physics. Now, in your last video, you have gone through all your symbols. Now, in this video, let us see what originally the instruments in your lab looked like. So, you will be familiar with your instruments now. Let us come to the video, see how your instruments will be. Now first one, this is your battery eliminator from which you are going to take the source of your current. When you talk about this battery eliminator, here you can see an on off switch, isn't it? Now after that, here you can adjust your current value. Again, the main important part you are having here will be a black knob and a red knob. This black knob is your negative end and your red part is your positive end. This you have to keep in mind, and behind this you will be having a plug. You will be connecting it to your main current switchboard. Okay, now this is your usual plug key you are going to see in your lab. So in between this, here you will be having an open hole. This is your plug which you can insert and remove it. Once you insert it, make sure you insert it tightly, else there will be having an open space, or it will become an open circuit. You will not get your readings properly. Okay, so this is how it will be looking like, that your plug key. This is what is your rheostat. Now it is a device by which resistance in a circuit can be varied continuously. Okay, here on the top you can see a knob here. This you can move it this direction and also in this direction, so that you can adjust the values or adjust the magnitude of current. Okay, so when you move it in the forward or backward direction, automatically the magnitude of the current will get adjusted to a lower value and a higher value. Got it? Now when you talk about this rheostat, you are having three connections there. 1, 2, and 1 will be on the top, 3. Okay, now out of these 3, one which is you are having at the bottom, that is these two one which are having at the bottom side, usually it is being used to connect the end of your connections, and the third one, C part which you are having here, it will be connected to the wire connection inside the rheostat. Now these wires between your end A and end B, both these wires will actually give you a fixed resistance, and this fixed resistance will be equal to the resistance of your entire length of the wire which is being wounded from here to here inside this rheostat. Okay. Now next you are having is an ammeter. You know that ammeter, it is an instrument used to measure the magnitude of current. Isn't it? Again, in your ammeter you can see a black end and a red end. Always black end will be negative and red end will be positive. And always remember, an ammeter will be always connected in series in a circuit. Okay. Next you are having is a voltmeter. As you know that voltmeter is a device used to measure the potential difference between two ends, and hence always a voltmeter will be connected in parallel in a circuit. That is the main point you have to remember. And again, here you are having a negative end and a positive end. Now here this is your galvanometer. Like your ammeter and voltmeter, galvanometer is also having a negative end and a positive end. You know that galvanometer is used when we want to get use of a very small amount of current, or when we want to detect the presence of a very weak current in the electric circuit, or to know the direction or the flow, in which direction it is going to flow, and also to check whether your circuit you have connected is right or wrong. That I will tell you how you have to check when we talk about the instrument or the experiments later. Now next you are having, this is what is your resistance box. In this resistance box you can see so many keys here. So accordingly in each key you can see the resistance of each key is given. Once you remove this key means it shows a resistance of 200 value. So similarly all these from a smaller value to higher value, this resistance box are available, smaller and higher values. So according to your experiment you can choose whether you need a small one or a big one, but make sure once you connect everything, make sure all the keys present in this will be tight. Other than you remove one or two according to your values you will be removing, the rest of the keys make sure it is very tightly inserted into its place. Otherwise your circuit will be open, it will not be complete. Now these are all the basic instruments you will be making use of in your lab, and you are having much more instruments. So these are the basic instruments. Now next video onwards I will introduce your experimental setups and your main instruments you are going to use it in your lab for different experiments. Okay. With this we are winding up today's portion. Thank you. Stay safe.